Thursday, May 17, 2018. Tyler Waldman, WBAL News Radio 1090. Valerie Ervin will run for governor herself, the candidate announced, a week to the day after the unexpected death of Baltimore County Executive Kevin Kamenetz. A new campaign website went online Thursday. It's news that will shake up the Democratic primary race. Ervin filed Thursday afternoon with running mate Marisol Johnson, the first Latino appointed to the Baltimore County School Board. It didn't really take me long to recognize that Kamenetz had spent a good portion of the last several years putting together a campaign effort, raising money because he knew he was the best man to beat Larry Hogan in a general election, Ervin said. So Kevin and I together were making inroads. We were getting really good poll results, and I know that with any race that the race isn't over until it's finished, and I think that with Kevin's passing that baton needs to be lifted up and handed over to his running mate. I believe that I am the right person for the job. I think that he would believe that this is the right thing to do. Ervin discussed her plans with Kamenetz's family while sitting Shiva with them on Monday. She called Kamenetz's family fabulous people. Of course, one can only try to recognize what his wife Jill and their two boys are going through, so they pretty much understood, Ervin said. They, of course, have made a decision that they need to step away. Kamenetz positioned himself as a candidate who would work to boost the Baltimore area. Ervin is from Montgomery County. Asked whether voters should worry that she would be less focused on Baltimore if elected than Kamenetz would have been, she offered assurances. All I can say is that Kevin chose me for a reason and that had we made it together to the State House, I would be governing for all of the state of Maryland, she said, adding that her running mate is someone Kamenetz knew who was already a supporter of the campaign. Valerie Ervin signing paperwork making her bid for Gov official with her running mate Marisol Johnson. pic.twitter.com/5iqskicks. David Collins, at The Collinsville, May 17, 2018. Johnson filed in June 2017 for the 2nd District County Council seat, but withdrew in February. Born in El Salvador, she was adopted as a child by a Maryland couple. Thrilled to join Val in this campaign for Maryland's future, Johnson said in a statement. As a small business owner, I believe strong public schools, universal child care and pre-K, and good mass transit are essential to attracting the best businesses to our state. We are in dark times across the country, but there is hope. Together, we can build a better Maryland where people come before corporate profits. Ervin, an African-American progressive activist and two-term Montgomery County Councilwoman, knows her political base. African-American women, time after time in election cycle after election cycle, can be counted on to turn out to vote for Democrats. Perhaps, African-American women can look to Valerie Ervin as someone who can uniquely represent their point of view, Goucher College pollster Malaya Cromer said. It's good for her that she has experience as an activist as well as holding public office. I think she understands what it takes to win. The Baltimore County executive was in the Democratic race for governor when he died of cardiac arrest, leaving a vacancy at the top of the ticket. Ervin had until Thursday to decide how she would proceed. Under state law, she could elevate herself to the top of the ticket and name a running mate, or name a new candidate for governor. 2 million ballots for the Democratic primary have already been printed and sent to local election offices, officials said. Absentee ballots have already been mailed. All name Kamenetz and Ervin among candidates for governor and lieutenant governor. The team dismantled the Kamenetz campaign staff and is building their own staff. The team hired an attorney to sort out whether campaign funds from Kamenetz's old war chest can be used. No one is far and away a frontrunner, and when you slice and dice that electorate with 25% turnout, that opens the door to the possibility she might be able to make some inroads to chip away enough to win, Cromer said. Kamenetz selected Ervin as his running mate in February. She was the first black woman elected to that body and served for a time as council president. Former organizer with the United Food and Commercial Workers International Union, she became the director of the Center for Working Families after leaving office. Her platform includes improving public education, universal childcare, universal pre-K and a goal of powering the state on solely renewable energy. News that Ervin would stay in the race was welcomed by competitors, Prince George's County Executive Rushorn Baker and lawyer Jim Shea. As we look forward, we recognize that Kevin Kamenetz, like all the candidates for Maryland governor, made an important decision when he chose his running mate, Baker said. The most important part of that deliberation is choosing someone to continue on in your absence. With that in mind, and with respect for the tough decisions for all involved, we welcome Valerie Ervin's voice to the discussion on how to move Maryland forward as a gubernatorial candidate. We look forward to a positive and productive exchange. Shea said his thoughts remain with Kamenetz's family, and with Ervin. I would like to welcome Valerie to the gubernatorial race, he said. I know that we all share a dedication to making progress in our state, and I look forward to seeing Valerie on the campaign trail. The primary election is June 26th, and early voting starts in a few weeks. WBAL TV 11 reporter David Collins contributed to this report.